And a very pleasant Saturday to everyone. My name is Jewel, and this is J7409 Weather. Thanks so much for joining me today. Before we get started, if you're into the weather or any weather-related content, please subscribe, click the bell, click all to ensure that you get all the latest in weather news, forecast, watches, warnings, any weather information that may be prevalent that may cause harm to you, your family, or areas that you live in. This morning we're looking at the satellite data right now for today. Of course, these systems will be moving off the coast and a little further inland over here. Looking like we got light to moderate snow expected from the Great Lakes and the interior northeast up in these areas right in here. We might have some lake effect snow, and it could push off over to the east. Other than that, as we come out to the northwest, look at all of this stuff over here. My goodness gracious, we got all kinds of things going on. Of course, looking like that through the entire weekend, there's going to be high winds over in this area right in here. High winds, so go ahead and prepare for them. They're going to be likely across the northern and central high plain areas, and the precipitation, as you can see, is going to continue greatly. Well, this is the NAM map. It's good for the next few days, today through Tuesday. It's the GFS NAM, and this is courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. You can see earlier in the day today, this is set at the first hour, of course, as you can see. Light rain did spread over these areas. Poor New Jersey got a lot of rain. Well, that's what it's looking like right now, as we have a little snow that started up in Iowa, northern Missouri, and parts of Illinois. That will spread with Great Lake snow across as we get through. Over in these areas out in the northwest, you see snow with heavy rain still coming down along the coastlines. We'll turn this on. Before I turn this on, though, the Clipper system I was talking about yesterday during the live show, it did bring some snow and some ice to portions. There were some wrecks with that up in the areas right in here. Now we're going to turn it on. What should be happening is this, folks. We got an upper level trough. It'll move across the eastern U.S. today. Very cloudy at my house right now, and it's going to continue to move across the eastern U.S. right on through tonight, along with a couple of cold fronts at the surface. Now, it's real warm at my house right now, believe it or not. We're in the 70s. We may even hit 80. But tonight we're going down into the 30s. Yeah, behind all this rain, for everyone who's getting it, go ahead and prepare. I know you're having warm temperatures now, but after this moves on offshore, it's going to be back to much normal or just a little chillier. So go ahead and prepare for it. Now, ahead of these features, the precipitation will continue through today for portions of the eastern seaboard. Light rain is expected for portions of the mid-Atlantic, Carolinas, and southeast. Now, additionally, some light to moderate snow is going to spread across portions of the Ohio Valley today and into the interior northeast on the backside of a strengthening surface low. Now, these snow amounts are forecast to be 4 inches to maybe even 6 inches in the lower Great Lakes to the interior northeast. So make sure you're prepared. Snow's coming with upslope flow. That's going to help cause the snow in the central Appalachians as well. Now, by tomorrow, another low system is expected to bring snow to the upper Great Lakes region, which will then spread into parts of the northeast again. In the west, we got a strong frontal system. It's forecast to move quickly. It's going to be a fast mover southeastward across the Rockies and Great Basin areas today. Now, this is going to lead to heavy, higher elevation snow in the Cascades, with snow in the northern Rockies as well. Lower elevations and coastal portions of the northwest should remain all rain. Now, the high winds are going to be a problem also, and high wind watches and warnings are up, as well as wind advisories for these areas, and They're in place for portions of the Pacific Northwest and northern and central high plains. And more rounds of precipitation are possible in the Pacific Northwest by tomorrow as another front moves through. So it's going to be windy for you guys in these areas around the North Pacific area, rainy, and if you're in the higher elevation, snow. As far as the temperatures today, they're going to be around above average in most locations. Multiple record high minimum temperatures could be set across the eastern seaboard for the morning hours, with a few record high maximum temperatures in jeopardy in Florida. Behind a relatively strong cold front, the temperatures are going to switch, like I'm telling you, to below average in Florida by tomorrow. It's going to cool up with temperatures back to near average across much of the eastern seaboard. Now let's take a quick look at some of these watches and warnings and check a few things out right quick. We will go up into Montana. Let's see what this warning is right here. This is the high wind warning as I was talking about. West winds 35 to 45 miles per hour, gusts up to 65 miles per hour are expected. That's just for this one particular area, but everything that's in this orange, severe wind warnings are out, okay? And this is going to be from around 9 a.m. this morning until 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time tonight. And this is going to be some pretty high wind gusts at 65 miles per hour if this all plays out just right, folks. You need to pay attention to this. Make sure that you're safe, and if you're driving, be extra careful, because you know, if you've got a high profile vehicle, or if you're pulling trailers or anything, if you're in an SUV, this wind is going to be pretty tough at times, so keep that in mind. We'll move the map over a little bit more. Let's go over to Oregon here right quick, see what's happening in these areas for Oregon this morning. If it will click through right quick, here we go. Snow's expected. How about this? This is a winter weather advisory. It went in effect at 2 a.m. this morning. It lasts until 10 a.m. this morning. Total snow accumulations of 6 to 9 inches. Wind gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour are possible. You can see the areas. This is the higher elevation areas, as I was talking about earlier. It's going to make travel a real mess, so if you are in these areas, please be aware and stay safe. Same thing's going on for Washington State right up in here and in northern Idaho. Same thing is still going on right in these areas. As we look over to Wisconsin, we'll check Wisconsin out right quick this morning. This is a special weather statement. You got some areas of freezing drizzle. They're drifting southeast across the region since late last evening. Although the precipitation was light, it was significant to result in icy spots in roads and sidewalks. Now, it may diminish today, so if you're out early in these areas, it should all be gone by around 10 o'clock this morning. If you're out earlier, please be safe, because you're going to have some slick spots and the possibility of some black ice out. Now, when we come right up in these areas here, we're going to check out what's going on along the Appalachian Trail right quick. Wind advisory. This is Allegheny County. This is in North Carolina. Let's click this down so we can see a little more. It's for portions of South Central, Southwest, and West Central Virginia, North Central, Northwest North Carolina, and Southwest, or Southeast, I should say, West Virginia. From 6 p.m. this evening, this is when this wind advisory is going into effect. It's going to last until noon tomorrow, Sunday. Now, these winds are going to be not too bad, sustained at 15 to 30, but they could gust up to 45, and that's going to blow some things around. This, once again, is for these areas right in here If you're in these areas, if you got anything that might blow around outside, you might want to bring it in or move it. Other than that, up in these areas here, we're going to move on across. Let's get up into these areas right quick. We'll hit these right quick, let you know what's happening. This is for portions of central, northeast, and northwest Vermont and northern New York. This is a winter weather advisory. You could have 3 to 5 inches of snow. Now, this is from 10 a.m. this morning until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is where some of the snow I was talking about that's going to come off the lakes and then move on up as this rain system low here keeps pushing up and moving out. It's going to all combine. It's going to make a mess. You guys could get 3 to 5 inches of snow. So be aware of this. Your winter weather advisory goes in effect at 10 a.m. this morning and it lasts until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we will go up into Maine. And we'll see what's happening up in this area here. This is just a special weather statement for you guys. You got some black ice for the early morning hours. Other than that, it looks like you're going to be pretty okay. The snow could drift your way some, of course, as the day moves on, but it should be later on. You don't have any warnings or watches at this time. It's just a special weather statement about black ice at this time. I'll keep my eyes on it. If anything changes, do not fret. I will put it out. Don't forget this wind over in Wyoming, parts of western Nebraska, North Dakota, Montana. All you guys, this is going to be some heavy, heavy wind, so be aware of it. With that all said and done, have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. I love each and every one of you. I had a ball in the live show yesterday with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for watching my videos. Everything you do for me, I appreciate it greatly. Please share this information with your family and friends on social media. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and all that good stuff you do. May each of you have a good day, a safe day, and a blessed day. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.